You're telling me you can get direct TV, the good stuff, and you don't need a satellite dish? Oh, I used to love doing my business on those things.
You're one sick pigeon. Them dishes kept the rain off our beaks.
We just have different priorities is all.
Satellite-free direct TV. Never thought I'd see the day.
Well, our lifespans are quite short.
Stream DirecTV without a satellite dish.
I'm gonna do this thing with my neck, just for a bit.
Welcome to Old El Paso, where standing stuffed taco shells stand tall without falling over. Where squeezable sauces means less mess. Where however you make it, everyone can make it their own. Go on, get yourself some in Old El Paso.
Missing that once-in-a-lifetime photo? Never good. Bushlight and Jack Links? Always good.
Thought I heard him.
Always good together.
More to come this evening as Arsenal and Manchester United face off tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, ESPN and ESPN Plus. Ahead of the game, Alexis Nunes and Adrian Healy are at the SoFi Stadium.
Thanks, Kay. And yeah, we're absolutely excited for what should be an epic battle between rivals in red here in LA. And Adrian, I know it's only preseason, but whenever it's Manchester United up against Arsenal, let's be honest, we're expecting a battle.
It's always a spectacle, isn't it?
Always.
Always. Manchester United against Arsenal at SoFi. It doesn't get much better, does it? It's not going to be the finished, polished article we see from either team. Probably only going to be one new. Have had different ideas. They've given them a fresh remake.
We've got a little bit of an exclusive for you. It brings a new meaning to the word change kit. Jack Grealish did not look like that. He wasn't wearing that in the first half, and Milan were not wearing all white. Manchester City, AC Milan and Puma have come together for change to inspire young footballers and communities in the New York area. Both sides entering the pitch for the second half with brand new shirts. This is the debut of Manchester City's third kit, which was released earlier this week in Manhattan. And that is the AC Milan never-before-seen away kit. The game-worn shirts for both teams from the second half will be available via auction at Match Worn Shirt. But most importantly, proceeds from the auction will benefit organisations for both clubs. For AC Milan, Success Academy Charter Schools soccer programme, and for Manchester City, the CITC, the City in the Community soccer block. And not only that, there's loads of changes. So I'll speak to you again in half an hour, and I'll leave you in the capable hands of Stuart Robson.
Well, they've got Phillips coming on. Wilson Esbrand, who played against Celtic. 2 changes. As we always see in pre-season friendlies, there's Micah Hamilton. Got Jadel Katongo coming on as well. There's the player that needs a good game, Calvin Phillips. Didn't play particularly well against Celtic. Had a really poor spell when he went on loan to West Ham. Needs to rebuild his career.
I have to say there's a slight relief that we didn't get 8 changes at the same time like we did in Pittsburgh for Liverpool last night. So it shouldn't take too long to scribble down as we await the whistle of referee Sergi Boyko and Manchester City in maroon. AC Milan get us underway in all white in their brand new away kit for the new season. From the catwalks of Milan to New York. Milan leading by 2-1. This is Callum Doyle.
Wilson Esbrand has gone to left back, as you can see, the number 97 there.
Grealish. Phillips. We've got an overload on this right-hand side. We've seen teams change kits in testimonials before, but never in a game like this, for a great cause as well. All the money raised will be divided by both Milan and Manchester City for their respective charities. Grealish.
You saw the other substitute, Hamilton. He's just going to play that little bit wider to allow Grealish to play in behind the centre forward.
Saw Chukwueze a couple of times with assists from there. This is an opportunity. Maybe didn't quite hit it the way he would have liked, James McAtee.
Only slightly weaker right foot, McAtee, but good play again down that right-hand side. No Haaland on the pitch.
For Erling Haaland. Micah Hamilton playing left side. Jack Grealish, as he did in the second half against Celtic, moving more central. That will not be the end of the substitutions. Milan have struggled to keep possession at the start of the second half. Calvin Phillips didn't have the best of 45 minutes on Tuesday night against Celtic. He just needs games.
Well, he thought he was going to get games at West Ham, but he had such a poor first couple of matches for them. The crowd didn't take to him. It was difficult for David Moyes to actually play him. And as a result, over the last couple of years, Gareth Southgate couldn't pick him for England, really.
All over the top. Just too much on that one. He's quick. Micah Hamilton. He replaced Jack Grealish on Tuesday. Also got a goal in his debut in the Champions League against Red Star on match day 6 earlier this season for Pep Guardiola.
There is Grealish in a more central position.
Yeah. Confirmation from the stadium announcer of the changes. We shall give you the Manchester City updated lineup in just a second, next time the ball is out of play. Here's Callum Doyle. Not the best ball by Nico O'Reilly. Salamakers. Loftus-Cheek. Chukwueze looking for a hat-trick of assists against Micah Hamilton. We did well to force him in field. That was very clumsy by Tommaso Pobega, who knew exactly what he was doing, and if that had been in a competitive game, he would have seen a yellow card. Okay, stoppage in play. So here's how City line up. Ederson in goal, Josh Wilson, Esbrand, Callum Doyle and Jadel Katongo. Micah Hamilton, Nico O'Reilly, Rico Lewis and Calvin Phillips, Jack Grealish, James McAtee, Oscar Bob. Milan, just the one change, not at half-time though, 5 minutes beforehand. Florenzi replaced by Pobega. It's Torriani in goal, Calabria, Gabbia, Tomori and Terracciano. Pobega and Benacer, Loftus-Cheek, Chukwueze, Salamakers and 2-goal Lorenzo Colombo. The table is set, the offside flag is up.
And another good game, hasn't he, Oscar Bob? It's a real threat down that right-hand side, both with his runs off the ball and his ability on the ball. He's a left-footed player playing on the right-hand side. He can just drift past defenders so easily.
Just had to be careful there and did enough. Confirmation of tonight's attendance. It's a sellout crowd, 46,122. A fantastic crowd in the Bronx between River and Jerome Avenues, East 161st Street, Yankee Stadium. The Yankees are on the travels this evening. They play the Red Sox, but they do lead 3-0 in the first innings. The American League East, the Yankees chasing the Baltimore Orioles. Game and a half behind. More soccer tomorrow in this venue. It's NYCFC playing here for the first time since they beat Orlando 4-2 in MLS, taking on Querétaro in the League's Cup. Been playing at Citi Field of late, home of the Yankees' rivals, the New York rivals, the Mets.
Not going in the second half so far, Milan.
No, they've not.
And then the side that haven't made the changes just lost their rhythm, which they had. Created some very good chances in that first half, scored 2 good goals. Got forward well through the likes of Loftus-Cheek. Calabria was excellent. Player closing the ball down now.
It was a 4-iron when a little chipped 7-iron was required. Next up for Milan, a trip to Soldier Field on Wednesday. Face Real Madrid. Kwesi in field. No foul there. Advantage played. And then he comes back. Good refereeing there from Sergi Boyko.
Yeah, Grealish not happy with the challenge. Benacer, who we talked about in the first half, is a very aggressive player. Grealish thought it should have been a yellow card. He waved the imaginary yellow card. Chukwueze run into trouble here. That's a good, strong challenge by 2 or 3 Man City players.
How do you know it was a yellow card if it was imaginary? It might have been a red he was trying to wave.
Come on, Robbo.
Now you're being clever.
Oh,
You're trying to be clever. It doesn't suit you.
No, it doesn't. It failed miserably as usual. There's Micah Hamilton. Nicely done, Wilson Esbrand. Well defended by Salamakers. This is Loftus-Cheek. Opened up a little bit here for Milan. He actually did really well, Jack Grealish. Loftus-Cheek maybe thought about asking for the foul, but he just didn't do enough. Grealish able to win it back. This is Micah Hamilton. He's got pace against Calabria. That's a great ball, and it's 2-2. And James McAtee, who has been outstanding so far tonight in that first half, is on target to level things up. And the man who made his Premier League debut as a sub for Cole Palmer back in November 2021 just wanted an opportunity. He's got it, and he's repaid the faith. 2-2.
Well, this is all about Hamilton. This is what Grealish should be doing if he plays on the left-hand side. Hamilton, 1v1, down the side, brilliant cross into the box. Tamori goes to sleep. McAtee, a very easy finish with his head. His movement's good. He starts to go towards the ball, comes away from it, gets in behind Tamori. But this is all about Hamilton. Brilliant wing play and a good cross into the box, and no chance for the goalkeeper.
And the version of Blue Moon that reverberates around Yankee Stadium, a little bit more modern than the 1934 original. The city anthem, the goal from James McAtee. Back on loan from a second spell with Sheffield United. And there's the run from deep. There's the header. And there's the equaliser. And now City trying to get in behind following the slip. And they may have a chance here. Here's the goal scorer of the equaliser in possession, James McAtee. This one was just meandering a half, and then boom, comes to life. And City, who've dominated possession in the second period, get the reward.
Yeah, I think you're right in saying the game, or parts of the game, were meandering along. That was Milan, but Man City have come out in this second half. They played with a high tempo.
Yep.
There's a lot of energy. There's another good pass, that time from Phillips.
The flag stops that attack.
And it's good to see Rico